Alright, I know I've been gone for like a year, but I'm gonna take you back to 1994, and video game consoles were just starting to use CDs, and Sega versus Nintendo was still a relevant argument. Who knew that the newcomer to this console war was going to be the guys who made your Walkman? And back then, CD-based systems were still a new thing, even if they did suck man ass. When I hear 3DO, I don't think of your ahead of its time hardware. I think of plumbers don't wear ties.
Take your damn clothes off!
Anyways, here's some games on the first PlayStation, I guess. Wanna know how early this game came out? The box looked like this. Jumping Flash was the early example of a 3D platformer, a good year before Mario 64, a game that is actually low-key fucking broken. The story of this game, as I can understand, is that this crazy fuck is taking chunks of the earth and keeping it for himself. And you gotta like restore the earth maybe. Upon a first glance, this game looks a little odd, what with its random structures and random places, the sky moving really fast. But it also does look a bit shitty. Yeah, I know, this is an early PS1 game, of course it's not gonna look great. Luckily the game does make up for it for being bright and colourful, unlike say a game that's like murky and brown. The objective of the game is to go around the level and find all the jet pods, which are those carrot looking things over there. Once you've collected all of those, you gotta find the exit.
Alright.
It's a nice fun game, it's just outdated. And that's okay, games tend to age and a lot of them don't hold up like they used to. For example, the controls in this game are fucking dumb. Robert tends to move through the level like tank controls, and to add to that, it's first-person platforming! Alright, World Tour 2, and it's a maze, showing some variety now. Except no, I don't like this. You got these dumbass escalators that you can't go through if you're going the opposite way, it's sliding. For fuck's sake, I'm trying to unleash my inner Doom Marine. You won't even fucking let me. It was alright, 6 out of 10. Mega Man X4 is the fourth installment to the Mega Man X series by everyone's favorite Capcom. The game starts off with an anime opening, which doesn't explain shit and it's just a bunch of flashy images. They repeat X shooting his buster twice, but then they have this girl making a face, and they repeat that twice. For this review, you're gonna be seeing me playing on X's story. I'm not gonna be playing on Zero's because, well...
What am I fighting for?
This game is fun. This game plays like, well, a Mega Man game, and I'm going to assume you've done that before. Also, apparently you're supposed to fight Frost Roars first, but I ended up fighting a... web spider? So I already jacked up the recommended boss order and ended up fighting this guy first, and that took me a good half an hour. So after some good-ass effort, I then had to face Colonels. He's a bit, I never understood why the PS1 X games get so much hate. Sure, they're not as good as the Super Nintendo ones, and X4 has, but they're at least good fun games. It's not like Mega Man Legends. Now that game's some bullshit, but I'm gonna save that for another video. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was the first of many skateboarding games, but in Europe it was called Tony Hawk Skateboarding, because those filthy Americans thought us Europeans and Australians would think that when the game says skater, they meant ice skating, despite the fact that it's clearly a man skateboarding on the fucking cover! This game is simple fun, and not only is it simple fun, but it's simple fun straight up. I'll show you how quick it is, right? You pick a character, pick your board, pick your stage. You can also pick your wheels, which doesn't do shit, but okay. In Thoops, the objective is to finish the tasks shown at the start of each level, and doing so will give you these tapes. These tapes also unlock different levels in the game and other skateboarding boards and such and such and such. This game obviously hasn't aged well compared to later releases, so for example, not only can you not spine transfer, you also can't manual, and this makes the score tapes increasingly difficult. Also, I hate this mole level so much. It is the most broken thing. I swear to fucking Tony Hawk games are known for their awesome soundtracks, and this one is I mean, it's got Dead Kennedys, but I don't care for the Dead Kennedys. It's got that Goldfinger song everyone happens to love. If I were to recommend any of the Tony Hawk's games, I would not recommend this one. In all honesty, the later entries were much, much better. Pro Skater 3 and Underground 2 were just masterpiece! What the fuck?
White boy on the beat, rocking Gucci.
Oh, that's hella gay! And this is the game. We watch some Pepsi Fizz, and we see the fridge of a man who, clearly has a problem. While in the void, Pepsi Man finds a Pepsi Man, and he tells Pepsi Man some bad news.
Ahead, ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire.
Wait, how the fuck are you out of breath? You were driving! Pepsi Man on PlayStation is an on-rails platformer, much like those runner games you see on smartphones, and so far... So I go up and order a Pepsi, even though I picked up 97 of them, while I'm being rad as fuck. I give these morons some Pepsi, and then Pepsi Man dies.
So it's sad this doesn't suit you now. And me fresh out of room.
So after that, I transcend back into the void to see a fireman, and
Pepsi Man! There's a building on fire just ahead.
Wait, why are you coming to me for this? I fucking deliver Pepsi! Yeah, that's right. Pepsi Man's gonna stop a fire with Pepsi. So I save these people and Pepsi Man dies. Now Pepsi Man is being chased by a truck. Fun little factoid, this is based on an actual Pepsi Man commercial where he's being chased by a big red truck saying Pizza Cola. Now it's time for a licensed game. A game based on a movie I've never seen. Alien Resurrection on the PlayStation was an innovative game for a reason I'll get to a bit later. The game is based off the movie of the same name and is also meant to be played with the DualShock controller, much like Ape Escape. It's a horror FPS that honestly isn't all that fun. Like, I barely had anything to talk about this. The only thing that was really worth talking about was the way the game controls. So, with shooting games on the PS1, this will go forward and backwards, but you would use these to turn, and the shoulder buttons are like your strafe buttons, and I don't know, you press like square to shoot or something. Now, Alien Resurrection was innovative because you use this to strafe around, and this to look around. Every FPS uses it, you should know this shit. This game was the first one to do it. The control scheme became the norm for FPS games preceding this, and it even led to a very infamous review on GameSpot, calling the controls, and I quote, "the most terrifying element. The left analog stick moves you forward, back, strafes left and right, while the right analog stick turns you and can be used to look up and down." Also, wait a minute. Fans of console first-person shooters or the Alien film series will probably be better off waiting for Fox's recently announced Aliens Colonial Marines for the PlayStation 2. Oh no. This game wasn't very fun. It was very slow and monotonous, and the horror elements just weren't very exciting either. The graphics are dull, the whole game is just dull. While these games have aged to some degree, I still had somewhat of a good time. If I were to say, like, the best and the worst, the best one would be Mega Man X4 for sure. I think I ended up playing that way longer than I should have. The worst one was definitely the Alien one that fucking put me to sleep.